Electricity is an essential part of modern life, used for lighting, heating, cooling and refrigeration, for operating appliances, computers, electronics and machinery, for industry and public transportation systems. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, electricity use in the United States in 2017 was more than 13 times greater than electricity use in 1950, and we keep figuring out new ways to electrify our lives. But the way we generate electricity is also changing, driven by environmental considerations and advances in technology. New forms of electricity generation are rapidly transforming the way our power grid is supplied and operated. As the Intermountain Power Project navigates this changing energy landscape and prepares for its next several decades, operation and maintenance of its original coal-fueled generating station faces new challenges that IPP employees are actively addressing to remain a safe and efficient contributor to our economy and quality of life. Located in Millard County, Utah, the Intermountain Generating Facility is comprised of two 900-megawatt coal-fueled generators linked to the Western power grid by a pair of project-owned transmission systems. Although the facility is capable of generating enough electricity for 1.5 million homes, changes in Western power markets caused the lowest electricity generation in project history during fiscal 2018. Net generation was 8,125 gigawatt hours. Net facility heat rate, a key measurement of efficiency, was also the least favorable in project history at 10,002 BTUs per kilowatt hour. Efficiency was negatively affected both by low utilization of the generating station and by declining quality of the coal available to the project. Decreased electricity generation creates challenges for operation and maintenance at large power plants. Generating units that previously ran at steady baseload rates are increasingly called upon to cycle between various output levels. This accelerates wear on some components of the generating station, presenting challenges for availability and reliability. Despite these challenges in fiscal 2018, Intermountain Generating Facility posted solid results. Equivalent availability was 92.8, up from 90.9% the previous year. The equivalent forced outage rate of 0.48% was the fifth best performance in the project's history. The forced outage rate of 0.03% was the second best performance in project history. 7 unit shutdowns occurred during the fiscal year, only 4 of which were unplanned. This is also the second best performance in project history. A forced outage that occurred in July 2018, just after the close of the fiscal year, provides an excellent illustration of how changing plant operations present new challenges. An 8-day outage occurred when ash solidified in the bottom of the boiler. Hardened ash 8 to 10 feet thick became covered by another 4 to 8 feet of ash that could not be removed through conventional methods. Specialized crews were needed to blast apart the ash deposits for removal. The causes of the incident were complex, including lower coal quality, furnace conditions, and equipment problems, but also the need for closer monitoring as units that were previously cycling at lower loads were called upon to significantly ramp up generation during hot summer months. Equipment problems were corrected and new procedures adopted to prevent recurrences. A 5-week planned maintenance outage for Unit 1 was completed at the end of April 2018. Major projects undertaken included extensive work on the turbine generator, including replacement of the main steam stop and control valve, a rebuild of the combined reheat valve, and replacement of the turbine ventilator valve. One of IPP's most remarkable operating accomplishments is related to the generating station's boiler tube failure reduction program. Boiler tube leaks, which are common at large coal-fueled power plants, are an unusual event at Intermountain. Only 2 boiler tube leaks have occurred in the past 6.5 years. a significant achievement for a 31-year-old facility, but even more remarkable given that the units underwent chemical cleaning procedures in 2016 and 2017 that can trigger tube leaks. In the boiler area, major overhauls were conducted on coal pulverizers. A boiler tube replacement program continued, boiler penthouse cracks were repaired, and the Unit 1 helper tower was refurbished. Boiler tubing shields were also installed. A multi-year project to repair cooling tower concrete and refurbish cooling tower mechanical equipment continued. The unit's circulating water system saw repairs to a water tunnel and acid cleaning of makeup pipes. Major work also occurred in the generating station switchyard. A switchyard circuit breaker replacement project continued, and an unusual maintenance activity this year involved cleaning and coating high-voltage bushings in the switchyard and at the DC converter station. Decreased electricity generation results in decreased coal consumption. In fiscal 2018, Intermountain Generating Station consumed 3.76 million tons of coal, the second lowest annual amount in project history. Coal inventories at the generating station began to decline as coal purchasing activity was adjusted to better match lower electricity generation. Ensuring the safety of the generating station's employees remains the Intermountain Power Project's top priority. It's also a task that involves every single employee. In 2014, a behavior-based safety program known as VOLTS, Valuing Our Lives Through Safety, was launched. The program trains and deploys observers throughout the facility to identify employee behaviors that need correcting and works with employees and supervisors to resolve them. A central safety committee is also used to evaluate employee suggestions for equipment and physical facilities that will improve safety. 100% of generating facility employees have been trained as VOLTS observers, and several hundred observations are recorded each month. Additionally, the Central Safety Committee implemented 30 improvements based on employee suggestions during the fiscal year. The effectiveness of the VOLTS program is evident in the generating facility's safety statistics. At the end of fiscal 2018, the facility logged 827 days since the last lost time incident or accident, an OSHA lost time incident rate of 0. The station's OSHA recordable incident rate was only 0.96 cases per 200,000 hours worked. Skill, creativity, dedication, and pride from Intermountain's experienced workforce is the wellspring of IPP's success. Now in its 4th decade of safe and reliable operations, these are the people who will help navigate a rapidly changing energy landscape.